just give the example that the Irish Medicine Board reacted very quickly when fake Viagra appeared on the streets. We need the same urgency with these drugs, because you know that the Gardaí's hands are tied because these are controlled drugs. We know that as soon as they are controlled, another one will appear. So therefore there is a need for urgency each time one of these drugs appear, that the legislation is there, that the Gardaí can go immediately and that can be sought. The rehabilitation posts that had been promised through the HSE, which would ensure consistency and quality of service provision, we don't know where they are. They haven't appeared. Prevention and education is a particular baby of mine, and again we don't see enough urgency when it comes to that and listening to the voices of young people. There is a suggestion that recovery becomes the sixth pillar of the National Drug Strategy, and again I hope that will come out. And while we know that harm reduction measures, including the medically supervised injecting room, which we had a presentation on recently, is a possibility, we hope it will go forward. Recovery has to be the optimum, so I would hope to see that as the sixth pillar.
Again, I have to agree with everything that the Deputy has said in relation to the controlled substances that you've raised, and I found it quite disturbing what the Garda Des, I believe it is, that the inner city drug staff had to say about that mother who told him that it would be almost impossible for her to convince her child to get a job in Duns and a minimum wage job, when there's €1,000 a week to be made selling certain substances on the street corners of the inner city. But we do have a Misuse of Drugs Act, a bill coming in front of the House this year, and we can use that vehicle to address many of the issues that you've raised, Deputy. But certainly the prevention and education element is so crucial, because we have to get away from the idea of victim blaming of young people who have inherited this problem that we've passed on to them, and we have to have a more expansive idea as to how we can engage with and connect with young people. And the school system is part of that, but it's not the whole answer, because children don't live in schools, and young people have learn and are influenced by very many things that happen around them.
Thank you. Question number 6. We're on to ordinary questions now. Name of Deputy Brendan Smith.
Thank you very much. I can Corda. Minister, as you're aware, there is a huge problem with waiting lists for orthopaedic surgery in the North East, and the problem is particularly acute for patients in the Cavan-Monaghan area. Of the total on the outpatient waiting list time in the North East, 43% of those people are referred through Cavan General Hospital, and they're awaiting appointments, assessments with orthopaedic surgeons. There's an urgent need to increase the orthopaedic capacity